Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I just want to talk to you guys about how to build your library on a budget. So first things first, you're gonna need a couple of bookshelves. You can go different ways about doing this. So one, you can just go ahead and get regular bookshelves. You can buy least expensive bookshelves brand new from a store like Walmart, like Target. They can average between like $30 and $90. So it really does depend on your own budget. And that is if you want to go ahead and buy them like brand new just to set them up. It is easier, it's not as much of a hassle. You can kind of see the layout if you go on the lower end, the layout that you like, see if it works for you, and maybe you try to save a little bit more money to invest on a different layout if you see that it doesn't work for you. I personally have bookshelves right from like a regular store like Target, Walmart. I do buy them brand new. I do notice that shelves tend to warp a little bit. So what I have done in that case is just put my bookshelves all together, and then in the middle row you're gonna see that my books are laying down and going up, so they will also work as support for the bookshelves. So again, that's because I was doing this on a budget. I don't plan to make any changes in the near future, and I needed somewhere to put my books. I know I'm probably gonna change this eventually. The other idea that I was thinking about, and it's something that you can also do, is just get a regular bracket. You're gonna have to get sturdy brackets from like Home Depot or Lowe's or a place like that, and then just do a whole wall. But I was thinking doing like a whole wall just of bookshelves. Obviously I'm gonna need a lot of brackets, and then for the shelves you can actually just go to Home Depot again or another place where they sell lumber, and just go ahead and have them cut it to the size that you want, and just go ahead and buy that. So that could also be a cheaper investment. You're obviously gonna have to treat the wood and take a really good care of it. Make sure that you know what to do with it in order for them to last. Another option could be just to simply go on Facebook Marketplace, secondhand shops, and look for items that are cheaper to buy. Now, sometimes when you go to secondhand shops, but if you're trying to save money, you can also go to swap meets, to market, again, Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes they even have free stuff there. You just need to go and pick it up. So if you don't mind like that more bohemian, eclectic look, I mean, that could be a good option for you. But that is another option that you can go with. And maybe if you get different types of bookshelves and different types of design, maybe paint it all one color so that you would feel like it's more cohesive that way. Now, when it comes to books, creating your library means that you need to have at least 1,000 books, and that can seem really overwhelming, and it is. Building your collection of books takes a long time, so don't feel like you have to fill those shelves right away. So something that you can go ahead and do is just start small. Go to secondhand shops. So go to your Goodwills, your veteran stores, your Savers, whatever you can think of. Go there and check out the book selection. Now, because these are secondhand, you're probably not gonna get the brand new book that you want. So you're gonna have to think about classics, think about books that maybe were popular 2-3 years ago, maybe even 5 years, 10 years ago. So it depends on your taste. But again, you can find a lot of classics or maybe coffee table books that you want, or brand new authors you might not know, or independent authors from the area. They might have their books there. So if you are not too picky about the books that you want, you can go there. Now, other places where you can find treasures are obviously little libraries. You're supposed to leave a book and take a book. So what I would do is actually go maybe to a second-hand shop, get 10 books, because sometimes you can get them at $1. Go ahead and get 10 books that you think you might like, or that you think some other people might like. And the ones that you think that are cool but maybe they're not for you, then go ahead and put them on the little library, and then you take one that you like. So that's obviously fair. It's something that you can do if you don't find books that you're liking, and you can still trade off with little libraries. Something that you can also do with the trade-off is do like events with your friends where you can swap books, and again, go to a charity shop, get a whole bunch of books that you think your friends might like, and maybe you can trade books with them. Another place is swap meets. You can get a lot of really good books, classic books. You can get a lot of old books that are beautiful there. Some of them might be a bit more expensive, but that's okay. If you pick at a particular classic author that you might want to start collecting, you might be able to find them at the swap meets or different like street markets. They might have book booths there that you can go ahead and check out. The other place where you can find secondhand books is definitely a secondhand bookstore or an independent little bookstore or used bookstores. So what you want to do is just go ahead and Google it, check out used bookstores near me, save them on the map, and whenever you're running errands, go ahead and check those out. They're not gonna be $1 or $2. They're probably gonna be 8 to 10, maybe 15, but they're not gonna be the same when you go to the store and buy them brand new. I would suggest if you are gonna buy at a store, go for those hidden bookstores. Go ahead and check out second-hand bookshops and all that. Then your next option would be sales. If you wanna go ahead and save a bit of money, go ahead and check out sales like annual sales, weekend sales, holiday sales that they might have at your local Barnes & Noble. Walmart and Target have been really good about having paperbacks of the books that are really popular at lower prices, and then they also have like sales there, so you can go ahead and check those out. They're obviously again gonna be paperback. Maybe you prefer paperbacks instead of hardcovers because it's easier to carry around. So check those out. Go ahead and check Barnes & Noble. Now I know that the books are more expensive there. They are hardcover. Some of them are special editions with the sprayed edges. You might get something that it's a bit more expensive, but maybe you want it as part of your collection. So while you're saving money on other books, maybe there's a specific book that you really like that you want to get the hardcover. I would also suggest that if you are reading diversely and you want to go ahead and support different authors, BIPOC authors, LGBTQ authors, go ahead and buy them brand new. And if you can, go ahead and buy them hardcover at those stores. Why? Because the market is gonna tell the publishing industry that people want to read those books. So when it comes to those books, I do tend to buy them brand new and buy them hardcover, and again buy them at Barnes & Noble or bigger chain stores like that, because I know that it's not just my money that the store is getting, it's a stat that is gonna tell the publishing industry that we want to read those books, so it might help a little bit. So if you can, go ahead and support local authors, BIPOC authors, LGBTQ authors, and go ahead and support them buying their books brand new. So something else that you can do that it's a little bit more specific but is more mindful of where you spend your money, it's gonna be reading the books first and then going ahead and buying it. And this is a channel where we are thinking about how we can support and how we can grow and how we can learn but still not break the bank. What you can do is read the books, and then at the end of the year, go ahead and get the books that you really like. So that is something that I'm planning on doing this year. I've noticed that a lot of books that I really wanted to read or that they were really hyped up or are really popular still were not the books for me. I really didn't like them. So I would be so upset if I would have spent $20 on each of those books for me not to like them and for me to take space on my bookshelves. So I go ahead and either read them or listen to them, and if I do like them, I'm writing them down, and at the end of the year I'm gonna go ahead and purchase all of those books. Something else that I'm doing that I'm gonna help build my library on a budget and be a little bit more mindful about where I spend my money. So I'm gonna go ahead and at the end of the year I'm gonna show you the books that I got that brand new that I really like throughout the year. So again, I save my money on that. Oh, a little bit, because I still paying for my subscriptions, right? But it's a little bit less when you think about it. Those are all my tips for building your library. Now, if you're just starting out and this seems a little bit overwhelming, don't worry. The whole point is that you read. So just go ahead and start with a small bookshelf. Get the books that you love, put them there, and start building your library. And if you have a library with less than 1,000 books, maybe you have a library of 100 books because that's all that you want or can afford, or the space it's all that allowing you to have, that's okay. As long as you are reading, that is important. Every person has their own reading journey, and it doesn't need to be compared to other people's reading journeys. So anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and follow me on my social media. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next week. Bye.